Now we're going to look at a one-handed corkscrew, which looks like this with a hoop. We're doing a circle above and below, like that. So first of all, we're going to do it without a hoop. So you might have done this if you did the warm-up. If you start with your hand in front of you, palm up, and you turn it round and lift up your elbow, you can curl it under your arm, and then if you drop your elbow and try and lift your hand straight up, you come above, like this. So we're doing a circle below and a circle above. It might help you to put something into your hand to make sure you're getting this movement right. If I do it with a tray, I have to distort my body slightly more, so I have to make more space in front of me, like this. I have to lean right down to get it to come up. What I can do is keeping the tray relatively flat. Might take a little bit of moving your body around to help it happen, but this is the movement we're going to be doing with it. That side. So when you feel comfortable doing it with a plate or a tray, and you've got that feeling of doing a circle underneath and a circle over, then you can try it with a hoop. Same idea. If I start with my palm facing upwards, I can do a circle underneath and a circle above. Now you might find this easier coming in from a turn. If I'm turning around with my palm upwards, like so, and I'm going to do a circle in front of me, under my arm, here. Might need to bend forwards a bit, and then I'm going to do circle above me. Circle in front, circle above. I'm not doing any grip change at all. My hands holding onto the hoop the whole time. I've got quite a loose grip, but I'm not doing any wrist spins or thumb jiggery. All that's happening is I'm twisting my wrist around to make a movement, to make the circles. So this is called a corkscrew, and it looks like this. If your hoop's quite big, you might have to let the hoop flop down a bit in front of you to give yourself space to make the movement, but that's okay, it still looks good. But try and keep the hoop as flat as you can while it's turning. Now you want to try this in both directions. So again, we do a little break direction change like we were doing before with two. Change direction, try doing exactly the same movement. Circle above, circle below. You want to try this with both hands. Going one way and going the other. That's so. Now most of the tricks that I'm going to be looking at in here, I'm going to be looking at doing it with the hoops spinning anti-clockwise if you're looking at them from above. Don't necessarily need to worry about that, just might help you with what's going on. So it's my right hand spinning the hoop, and if I was looking at my hoop from above, it would be going anti-clockwise. So there we go, that's that movement. But I do want you to practice it both hands, both directions. Get really comfortable doing the movement. You can also practice passing the hoop from hand to hand and doing another corkscrew. So I try and do all my passes with my hands facing the same way. So if I'm going to pass the hoop to the other hand, and this hand's facing upwards, then I'm going to take it with this hand facing upwards. So this looks like this. I can do it in front of me, and then come to a corkscrew on the other side. If I pass it back, do a bit of a turn, come around. You don't have to turn to do it, but it feels quite nice to do the turns. So practice moving around a bit with the one-handed corkscrew. Pass it from hand to hand, you can pass it behind your back. Again, when I pass it behind my back, my hands are facing the same way. Both hands facing upwards. Like so. So that's quite a fun one to move around with. Other things you can do with that to make it a little bit more interesting. You can step into it. So when the hoop's down here, if I put it in my right hand, let's step on my right leg. If I had it in my left hand, step on my left leg. So let's have a look at that. So it's spinning round. It's going anti-clockwise if I was looking at it from above. Like so. I'm going to step on my right leg into the hoop and then lift my hand straight up. I have quite a loose grip here, so my hand can rotate around to this position and I'm back to a corkscrew. That was with more of a jump. If I step, I'm going to need to turn a bit. If I jump, I can just jump straight in like that. So whichever way you want to do it. I'm going to do a slightly more slow turn and a step. That works for a jump. But it's easier to do it with the leg that's closest to the hand that has the hoop. So I'm doing it here. Right hand, stepping in first one. Another jump you can try is a corkscrew jump. I'll call this one a corkscrew jump. This is where I'm going to step with the other leg, but I'm going to step over the hoop. So instead of stepping into it, I bring my leg up and over the hoop, and then, as it comes all the way around, I step over it with the other leg, like so. So it's easy to do this turning. Show you what it looks like turning. You can keep it going quite slowly, and step over with one leg, and then step over with the other. That looks like that. This move can be done a bit more speedily. So if instead of turning and slowly stepping, I wanted to make it a bit punchier, I could do that by jumping and doing one leg then the other. So it looks like this. Now I find that move quite satisfying. People watching tend to think it's quite exciting. So it's worth learning that. Other things we can do with the hoop, we can pass it onto various parts of our body. So we've tried stepping into the hoop. We can also place it on different parts of our body. So you can place it onto your neck or shoulders or waist or elbow. I'll show you how you can go about doing that. The easiest time to do that is when the hoop's at the top. So instead of at the bottom where we were stepping in, we're going to place it onto our body while the hoop's at the top. So for example, to put it onto my neck, I let the hoop come round at the top and I bring my hand up against my neck. So it's against my neck when I let go. And this allows the hoop to keep spinning. So I'll show you what that looks like. Boom, like that. Now you might find that easier again to do it as a turn. Turning generally makes most tricks easier. Like that. And if I want to bring it off, I'm just going to put my hoop, I'm just going to put my hand back into the hoop with my palm facing outwards, like so. And then I can come straight back into a corkscrew. You could do it exactly the same way onto your shoulders, or onto your waist, and down. If I bring it to my waist, I normally bring my hand against my hip before I slowly go. I find that more stable. And I could come off into a corkscrew the same way. I grab the hoop at the side here with my hand, and I can bring it up, keep my grip nice and loose so my hand can rotate, and come back into a corkscrew. So I'll show you that again. Place it on my waist, grab outside the hoop, and come back. Now you find that quite hard with a smaller hoop. It's probably a bit easier with a bigger hoop. The more you turn, hopefully the easier it will make that. Don't worry if you find that one a bit tricky. That can be a bit hard. It doesn't necessarily stop you from going with the rest of the workshop. You can always come back to some of these. Another one again that's slightly harder is you can put it onto your elbow. This involves leaning over quite a lot because we're going to be spinning on the elbow horizontally. But if I place it onto my elbow like this, I can then re-grab it behind my back. So that's quite nice. I'll show you that again. I'm going to lean right over, lift this elbow up as high as I can, and place the hoop onto that elbow. And then as I turn, I'm going to grab the hoop behind me. So when the hoop's up, place it onto my elbow, turn, and grab it. The more I turn, the slower the hoop moves and the easier it is to do it. If I did it a bit faster, and lift a bit more like that. So yeah, there's a few variations to try with a one-handed corkscrew. Again, I want you to stop the video, put on a song, and have a go at them. Doesn't matter if you didn't get all of them, as long as you've got this corkscrew movement, tried a few hand passes, that's fine. Just put on a song, have a go, moving round, just with one hook this time, and feeling different ways you can do this corkscrew. Start to feel more comfortable with it. So yeah, put on a song, have a go at that.